Alright, hello everyone, and now welcome to game number 3 in this series between ZDR or ZDR and Fly. ZDR spawning as the red orc player over here on the top right hand side of the map. Meanwhile, he will be going up against Fly, the blue orc player here on Amazonia. Amazonia, a map that, well, apparently I had like 17 different versions of this map on my computer, and I needed to download yet another one because the version of this map wasn't quite the right one. So I don't know if there's any differences. And this is actually one of the things that I wish Blizzard would do to update WarCraft 3. WarCraft or StarCraft 2 has a very, very intuitive map system where if you don't have the map, it automatically downloads it. However, here it doesn't download the map, and you have to go hunt and peck and look throughout the internet for this particular version of Amazonia for you to really be able to get anywhere. Now, let's take a look at what we're looking at here. ZDR opening up with a pretty standard build. We should be seeing another orc burrow come in momentarily. Just need to get another 20 or so lumber, and then things will be underway. Meanwhile, down over here, we can see that Fly is pretty much doing the same exact build with a little bit of a different layout, and we'll see if that layout makes a very, very big difference. We saw what happened in game number 1, where ZDR just constantly ended up getting his Voodoo Lounge challenge. However, he was able to get a quick and easy kill on Fly's unit, but Fly was still able to muster a very strong comeback as we are now going into a Farseer. Alright, my apologies, I didn't catch that earlier. It is going to be a Farseer against, I believe, a Blade Master, yes. So Farseer versus Blade Master, this is one of those matchups that you don't see all too often. Oh, G League, that's the reason why. A little bit of a color decal difference right there. Now, the Farseer is off on its own. You can see apparently they are branding all over the map. I do not get any sponsorships for those, but for those of you guys who do, who have been donating to me, it is definitely going to help out. I'm thinking about building a new computer, but really haven't been able to do so. The USB drives on my computer are starting to actually fail, so hopefully I will be able to build up a new computer and maybe contact some of my friends throughout the industry to see if there is any interest in sponsoring a caster, even though I'm not as big as I used to be. Anyways, let's go ahead and come back across here. You can see that Fly continually pressuring ZDR's Voodoo Lounge, and this has been a continual problem because you can see that Blade Master has actually taken a fair amount of damage. By constantly dealing damage to the Blade Master and being on this side of the map, he's doing a good job of making sure that Blade Master can't actually creep. This is perhaps a different strategy than we've seen in the past, where now this one Blade Master has taken a fair bit of damage. That Voodoo Lounge is still not in trouble as of yet, but it is still quite a ways of time before that Voodoo Lounge does go down. Let's take a look at this. You can see that the Blade Master is currently windwalked. He is hidden, and you can see that there are a number of grunts here as they're going to be backing off. All right, the grunt, in a little bit of trouble. There goes a wolf giving level 2, and it looks like, is it going to get taken down? Oh my gosh, one more shot. Yes, it does get taken down there, and we may see more spirit wolves being summoned. Alright, Farseer does have a little bit of experience, 60 on the board, and this was actually a very, very fast tech to tier 2. Stronghold seems much faster than his opponent. Yes, it is in fact much stronger. And is Fly gonna perhaps change up the strategy? Alright, you can see that the Spirit Wolves are running around in the back trying to take down some of these units here. Blade Master has finally picked up those healing salves, did not pick up a Clarity Potion, didn't have time for it, as the Stronghold is nearly done. Now, what is the follow-up play going to be? There is actually a number of peons making their way out, and there is a War Mill. Oh my goodness, is he actually deciding to go for what human players normally go for in a matchup like this, where you go for one summon hero and then pick up perhaps a Beastmaster, picking up the Beastmaster and then towering your opponent? That would completely catch ZDR off guard. All right, let's take a look at this. Tavern hero. It could be any piercing hero, such as the Fire Lord as well. And yes, the Fire Lord does drop lava spawns. Not quite sure I agree with that lava spawn coming out that early. since the Fire Lord is such a mana-intensive hero. All right, let's go ahead. Let's come across here, and we are going to be going into a little bit of an engagement. You can see that these Orc Burrows are going to take a lot of damage, and the Voodoo Lounge already suffering a bit of damage as well, as we now see triple or double towers. We could see triple towers come in here in just a moment. All right, the Lava Spawn being very, very smart in trying to take down units instead, and there it goes as the Blade Master going straight for the Farseer. All right, a third tower now being constructed as the lava spawns are doing a little bit of attack there. There's the potion of greater healing speed scroll now being used as well, as the peons are now trying to fight back this attack. Peons are constantly fighting back over here. Farseer now trying to pull away. Farseer has taken a fair bit of damage, but is still going to be able to get away pretty easily. Lava spawns are now splitting, so that is going to be adding extra DPS. This is going to be a bit of an issue. You can see that the watchtowers are taking a lot of damage. Some of them are low on hit points, but they are absorbing damage instead of actually taking down the units. One tower looks like it's gonna get taken down. There it goes. We still have 3 more towers still being constructed, but with the lava spawns constantly putting pressure, and that means that if you ignore the lava spawns, oh, the watchtower is constructed just to get taken down, but it may not matter. There is too many summons out on the field. The grunts are now trying to run back. Where is that lava spawn gonna go? It looks like this wolf may get his grunt. No, it does not look so, as the lava spawn does die to the timer. All right, Farseer is now down over here. Summon some spirit wolves, keeping things at bay, and I do not believe ZDR was expecting this kind of pressure at all. Definite issue. The Blade Master now trying to take down the Watchtower. Watchtower is taking a fair bit of damage here. Lava spawns are now making its way over, getting in some easy shots. The Blade Master uses a potion of healing as the Fire Lord is still dancing around. All right, that Blade Master going toe-to-toe to that Fire Lord. Blade Master looks like it will get taken down. No, there's the Blade Master at level 2, able to walk away. He does get to level 3, will be forced to buy another potion. No, can't buy a potion. He is currently full on items, as the guard towers, or excuse me, the watch towers are now done. One watchtower in the back. Shadowhunter is in play. Oh, are we going to see this one Shadowhunter take a lot of damage? Looks like he is. There is a healing wave coming across multiple units. Firelord now needs to back off. The Firelord could get taken down. Yes, there it goes. Blade Master, however, could fall. Blade Master falls. Farseer now sitting at level 2. Shadowhunter now trying to pull back over here as the Voodoo Lounge is getting pressured. Fly's Voodoo Lounge, proxy Voodoo Lounge, so to speak, is now getting pressured here, but this still is not good news at all, since Fly does have 2 watchtowers and continuing to grow that number. A third watchtower is going to be coming in momentarily, as we see the grunts are still pushing forward very carefully. Firelord could be coming out here in just a moment, anytime soon, as it does take a very fast resurrection time, as opposed to, say, a level 3 Blade Master, who is now just starting to get resurrected. Farseer sitting at level 2 needs to be very careful. Shadowhunter is sitting at level 1, and I believe ZDR is in trouble. Classic tower rush and very fast tech. Fly just played this beautifully, as there is now 1 demolisher left. The only production building that is left in this, actually no production buildings left for ZDR, so what you see is what you get, so to speak. The Blade Master is still trying to make its way out here. The 2 watchtowers able to get some damage onto that 1 Altar of Storms. There's a Chain Lightning, as we are looking at the Shadowhunter still sitting at level, or sitting at 33 hit points. It may fall here. Oh my gosh, 1 more shot from a wolf, and the wolf or the grunt gets the kill. Farseer at level 2, gonna take down the Orc Burrow, and that is gonna be the game. The Blade Master, even if he makes his way out, simply does not have enough damage to deal with the Troll Headhunters, the 3 Watchtowers, the level 2 Farseer, and the level 1 Firelord, because they are currently so close to this Voodoo Lounge. All right, let's see. Some massive repairing going on right now. It looks like Fly knows that he has the advantage. All he has to do is just start healing up and timing his next attack. There's not much that can really be brought out here, as we're looking at the Altar of Storms getting taken down. All right, Goblin Sapper is being added. What is this? A Goblin Sapper going to suicide his way in here. Is it going to make it? Is it going to make it? It can detonate right there, and there it goes, taking down the Orc Burrow as well. And there is the GG by ZDR. Fly taking game number 3. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.